Yikes, I felt like I had gathered so many resources, and look at how quickly they go. Hello everyone, Thranxes here, and welcome back to Conan Exiles, episode 97, where, we've got some work ahead of us. I have been grinding and grinding, and I've come to realize that resin is actually pretty easy to obtain if I just commit to making a bunch of drying racks and take all the extra wooden bark that I get from using the pickaxe to make resin. Thank you for the comments to kind of point me in that direction. I had known that you get resin from drying racks, but it never occurred to me to just make a lot of extra dry wood. Now, what I'm going to do with all this dried wood, I'm not entirely sure. It seems to last forever as a fuel source, and so, right, yeah, the actual need to do something with it is pretty minimal. So we're gonna end up with a lot of dried wood, and that's just the way it's going to go. I think the big limiting factor that we're going to run into now is actually going to be steel reinforcements, just due to how hard it is to get tar. Now, one of the things I've been able to do to get tar to help out is to crush coal in these fluid presses here, but there's not a lot of coal in this area. When I was doing Google searches online about people asking about where to get coal, a lot of the responses for this area were, forget about coal, use dried wood for fuel, which is great unless you're trying to get tar. So we can also, because I'm getting excited now because we might actually be able to do a decent tier 3 building, we can also, always make tar by drying out leather, which gives us something to use our bark for, but then we get a lot of this extra leather. And of course, that's, you're trading one problem for another. Now we have all this leather and nothing to do with the leather. So it seems like we're going to need to just start wasting leather and dried wood, but if we're willing to do that, we shall get ourselves a tier 3 building. Now, what I want to start with is actually getting ourselves a foundation squared away so we can start moving all of this and all of our thralls and all of our infrastructure over to the tier 3 building, and we won't just be dealing with people floating around here. The Ymir Shrine we might leave there for quite some time, but it won't stay there forever. It's not a thing. See, some of these look really cool. I just want to make a building that looks really cool, and yeah, no, we're going to stick with this tier 3. I'm determined to make it work. So we're just going to take a lot of this stuff and some of that, and some more resin and black ice. Black ice nodes are actually fairly common up in this part of the world, so I'm not too worried about the black ice. I do think these steel reinforcements are going to creep up on us and become an issue. Probably make 10 more of those. Okay. Once the encumbered goes away, please, maybe. It looks like it's going to here in a minute. Things to note, I broke the heck out of my black ice pick just because I've been harvesting trees so much. Another thing is I switched over to the black ice longsword, so it was bothering me that I had put the tool harvesting upgrade to my black ice broadsword, and as I messed around with it, I learned that you can't undo that. You can only have one improvement on an item, and this one is forever kind of wasted at this point. There's no sense in even repairing it. So luckily the black ice longsword has the same damage and armor penetration, and I added a little damage boost to it, so it actually gets 6 more damage now, because I used the weapon little damage upgrade. Alright, so let's put down some wedges. And let's see. So I'm thinking it's going to be... So what we can do is we can sort of pyramid out from here. I think we're going to need another layer. I think this is going to be too small. So the way to continue this tower is going to be to put a wedge foundation on every square. No. Oh, I see. There's not... Okay, well, that's how we'll do that then. And one there. And one there. Perfect, and I think we're going to have to go like that as well, if my memory serves me. Let's start making some square foundations. I don't want to make too many, just because the resources are so hard to come by. But it should be this alternating pattern of, and I've showed this in other episodes, but in case you haven't watched those, it'll be, what, all wedges in the middle, and then one square with wedges in between. On the sides, wedges in the corners. Then after those wedges will be another square. Then you'll need 3 wedges, then 2 squares and 3 wedges, and then the next one would be 5 wedges, 2 squares, and then 3 squares. But I don't think we're going to go out quite that large. Oh, that's okay. We might end up using that after all, and I will show you why here in a little bit. So there and there. The mammoths are moved in. This could be bad. We don't exactly have a good... Oh, no. This mammoth looks like it wants to tangle. Yeah, it does. It does. Okay, well, I'm going to bring you in range of my archers. What are our arrows looking like? 18? Alright, let's do it. Moving awful slow for somebody getting shot with arrows. Yep, that's what I was waiting for. Nope, no. Run. My other archers are sleeping, apparently. Alright, well, you know what? Then we're just gonna go with the sword, then. It's a lot more damage anyways. Oh, I'm like wrapped up in its trunk. Easy. Well, that wasn't so bad. They really did nerf the enemies out here. Which I guess that makes sense, because they want you to be able to... Wait a second, why is my... Okay, it was like my axe and my sword were out at the same time. Because they want you to be able to go to the north without having to be, you know, maxed out in your levels and such. So I sort of understand that. 1, 2, we'll make 2 more. Here and here. Here and here. There you go, we'll make 2 more here. Okay. Starting to look good. This is going to be quite a respectable tower, if I say so myself. I think it's going to look really sharp. I'm very excited. And we'll keep this one small so that we can actually decorate it, because this is really just an outpost. We're not forgetting about our main base. We're still going to do our main base with all the insulated wood and everything. But yeah, look, there's a black ice node up there even. But this is going to be where we scout out star metal, and also just a place up here in the north, because we might want to go and mess with the Mounds of the Dead. It's kind of a haul to get back here, but yeah, that might not be realistic. We might have to build a Wheel of Pain closer down here. I would like to see what kind of thralls we can get out of there. I haven't looked at that much, but I'm sure that we can get some. And then, of course, we have New Azagarth, but it's because you have to move thralls one at a time. It's very unrealistic that you're going to take a thrall from a place and move it long distances. At least not after you've deployed it. Uh-oh, that wolf is... What is that wolf doing? Or just stay back. So, one of the things I saw, and maybe we'll get lucky and see it again in this episode, was the weather system has been updated, which I still haven't had time to go look at the FunCom videos, but the weather system is pretty intense. There's lightning. It kind of scared me the first time. It's pretty serious. Is this going to be big enough? Oh, I don't want to bite off more than I can chew, but I always have these grand visions where I'm like, this isn't a large enough tower. We need a real tower. What are our supplies looking like? We can get more resin easily. We haven't used much of our steel reinforcements. So here, let's go grab some more resin, because I know we have more. In fact, we'll just pull it right out of these drying racks for now. Yep, 200, 200, look at that. This is going to be a game changer. Again, I don't know what I'm going to do with all the dried wood. But we're not going to be hurting for resin anymore, which is great because I really didn't like having the harvesting up at ×6. It really felt like it was starting to bust the game a little bit. This is taking forever though because I moved the cook that we had here to the other place. Well, it is what it is. We're just going to have to make do with it. Craft 49 more. And then that's all the brimstone we have here. Okay, well we have a good amount of tar to get going, and I did ferry a bunch of brimstone here a long time ago. We'll go through that fairly quickly. And I did bring aloe. That's right, I did bring a bunch of aloe from down, so we can make bandages with the leather, which will be great when our ambrosia starts to wear off. Startled me there. There you go. Archers, do your job. Thank you. Thank you much. Thank you. I think we have to go one more layer, right? Like since it's not going to be a huge compound and it's just going to be one big tower. Do you hear that? Oh wow, they've added a lot to the ambience of this game. One more layer out. So let's see. If we were to walk through a front door, this is how big each floor would be. I mean, I don't know. I feel like all the stations we're gonna need are gonna take up a lot of space. Yeah, let's just do. Okay, hold on. So if I didn't go out another layer, we'll make a few of these. Thinking. I think we're going to have to go out another layer. Really, if I want this to be size that I want. Alright, let's see how many we can make, because I want to start putting walls on this episode. We should have enough. So we'll craft 10 of these. We'll craft 10 of these. Alright, so if we go with the square foundations, it's going to be the same. It's going to be 2 more for another layer. See, where that'll start to put us over here on the cliff, which isn't the end of the world. We have clearance over on that side well enough. Right, for now, let's break you. And if we go... Oh, my throat feels dry. That's no good at all. Just a haunch. So we'll start to see a little bit of the ground and stuff sticking through the building. Or maybe we won't. Yeah, a little bit there. All right, let's. I'm gonna look at it from a distance and make a gut call. We're just gonna go with our gut. Okay. Because what we have. Okay, let's start looking at our stuff here. We have 2 blacksmith tables, which is probably plenty, even though we only have 1 blacksmith because I took the other one back to our big place. So. Really, we effectively only have 1 blacksmith's bench because there's no way I'm going to make steel reinforcements 2-to-1 when I can make them 1-to-1, even if it takes a little longer. Do have the good smelter here. Because we have things like our harvest rate elevated and our crafting speed elevated due to playing single player, there's not really a reason to have a huge amount of things as far as infrastructure goes, except for the things like this. This makes it a little faster. Having 2 fluid presses. Drying racks we're going to need a lot of. Carpenter's benches seem to stay... I mean, it's hard for me to keep this thing busy. It's done making all its shaped wood fairly fast. Alright, let's grab some more black ice. You can always go gather more of that, easy enough. Some more resin. Oh, over encumbered. I knew it would happen. Alright, we'll put one of those back. Okay. I think we have to go one more. We'll just go one more. We don't want it to be cramped. It's still just going to be one building. It's not going to be unmanageable. Plus, if we have to, I need to be flexible enough to say that if we have to, we'll just tear it down. I get so miserly over my resources that I work so hard for that I don't want to have to tear stuff down. But you can't be like that. You got to experiment and be flexible. And be willing to change things up. Okay. I'd like to make a call before I continue. That might be a little too large. Well, no. Is there such a thing when you're talking about a fortified tower? Because I want to be able to have defenders and a yeah, okay. All right. This is the size we're going to go with here. So let's see, we'll make 10, 20 ought to do. Oh, let's see, what do we have down here? 1, 2, there we go. Oh, this is going to cause us to have to double this side up. There we go. Oh, nope, you don't like that, huh? Okay, hold on, try again. Space is currently occupied. No, but I want it down. Oh, there we go. Okay, we've got to do it like that, apparently. Let's see, we should have enough. 12, and now we're out of resin, so we'll go back and grab some more resin. I think we are going to go ahead and, the large tower is probably the good call, because we're going to need a lot of storage for all of our dried wood and leather. To be totally honest. Let's grab some steel reinforcements. In fact, you should be ready to make more. And then we're going to have to gather more iron. Yeah, the steel reinforcements are going to be a challenge. But at least we've got the resin figured out. So I know that when I go back to my other location, I'll be able to just we'll designate an area that will be the drying rack area, and we're just going to mass produce resin, and that'll help with our construction over there dramatically, and that I won't have to grind so much in between episodes, which really is the goal, because then I can post more episodes more frequently. There, this is plenty large enough as is. So what I want to do now is let's get some doorways. I'm thinking, let's take a peek here. So it's going to be actually, so what I want to do is have these like star points coming off of this tower, which is another reason I wanted a larger tower, was because I want these star points so that we can, put an archer here and they can shoot the other wall. That's the goal anyways. The question is, do I want points on every face? That might be too many. take a peek here. So it's not going to look like a traditional tower. I want these star points, again, so we're going to build these up so that when an archer stands here, they have visibility on the other wall and vice versa. So we're not going to run into a situation where an animal is attacking the wall and then the archer can't aim down enough to get to it. See, now this is going to increase our resource usage trying to do these areas that need 2 foundations worth. Right. See, and we're going to have to put like a foundation here, which is fine because we have an extra square, right? Like, do you not? Doesn't want to snap there. Okay, well I guess there's enough contact with the ground then. Using up all those steel reinforcements and that resin, and I wanted to build walls this episode. The question is, would we do smaller spikes in between? It seems like that might be overkill. The question is, if an archer is standing here, will they have visibility to the middle wall? Because they can obviously shoot to the other wall. I think the animals would be drawn to the archers, though. So it should be okay. Alright, let's... You're still running, right? Yeah, you have plenty of bark. Plenty of bark. Okay. You don't want to craft? Please, may you craft? Okay. And it's going to come down to the steel reinforcements again. Yeah, I was nervous about these, and we made all these iron ones. We don't even really need them. We might find ourselves needing to get another blacksmith over here before too long. The resin is not a problem, though. Not anymore. Why is it doing this to me? Craft, please. Shaped wood, that's easy enough. Oh, we're going to need more of that as well. Yikes, I felt like I had gathered so many resources, and look at how quickly they go. That's okay. It's because we're having to double up on this section here. Okay, and then this section here. Make a few more. Nope. Not enough resources. Well, let's see. What do we run out of? Resin? Stay back. Pretty sure we have more resin. At least for the time. Nope, no, not there. Probably in the chest. We have another stack of 200. That's handy. So 5. Now we're out of steel reinforcements. It's not like we're making the steel that fast, though, because we're not making the steel fire that fast. And I have to get more iron. Well, fudge. I don't even think I wanted to get to walls, and that doesn't look like it's going to happen, but we'll at least have the foundation to be able to see what our little star tower looks like. Here, we don't have to double up, so that's kind of a blessing. No, we're too shy. Steel reinforcements. Okay. I'm pretty sure we have 8. That should be enough to make 1, 2, and then we're out of resin. Oh. Wait. Nope, wait. Resin. There you go. Look at this. This one's full of dried wood, and there's just not going to be anything to do with it all. At all. There it is. Here comes the star metal. Oof, and a lot of it too. Ooh. Do we go after it? We've come all this way. We have the stuff. I think we should wait. We should get this building up. It's going to take a little bit of restraint and patience. But I understand the star metal tools are better, but the black ice pick should be one of the best for pickaxes, at least equal to star metal. So I'm not too worried about the other tools just yet. Although we will have to get there eventually. Alright. Now there's not a lot of coal here, so every time this coal respawns, I have to stop and harvest it. Every single time. Because we need the tar for the steel fire for the steel reinforcements. We have a lot of brimstone for now, though. I'm not worried about that. We might actually need a second firebowl cauldron just to get steel fire faster. Once we're getting steel fire faster, then we could probably do with more furnaces to melt iron faster, because the one thing there is a lot of in this area is iron. That's not a problem. I'm not sure why I would make bricks, but I can't bring myself to not melt the stone in the bricks. It feels wasteful not to. Not when I have all this dried wood I can't do anything with. Go ahead, we'll make more steel. Alright, so now let's start thinking about where we want stuff to go here. Oh, well, no, that's fine. I was going to go pull my stone back out of the furnace that's making bricks, but we'll get more. So it would make sense to put our infrastructure that we're going to use for getting more building pieces right here, and then make a bunch of storage for everything right here, and just move our whole operation kind of over here. So that's what we're going to do. Yeah, okay. We're going to have to do that. So we'll start by making some furnaces. Should be fairly easy. Make some furnaces. I think we'll start with 2. Maybe with an option to do more. The furnaces seem to work pretty good. At least, well, the one with a tier 3 smelter on it seems to do fairly good, but I guess that's kind of implied. We might need to. It seems like, though, they use up their resources faster than I can go out and get more, just because I'm one person. And also, we do have the crafting speed turned up a little bit. So how are these going to... Right, see, I'm definitely glad I went with the larger tower now, because these furnaces, they don't even... If we hadn't gone with the larger tower, then these triangles would have been built on sections that were just too wide. And it would have basically been just this little bit here, which would have barely fit a furnace. Yeah, okay, so we absolutely needed the bigger tower. I think it's just going to be one furnace. Let's see, let's go. One furnace here. All right, let me go third person here for a second. Your throat feels dry. Yeah, we're going to dismantle that one. Let's try to get it a little closer to the back, I think. There we go. That works, and then we can kind of put a chest on one side or the other. Alright, so we'll go get another one. Go back into first person. I'm not a big fan of third person in this game. It's just my preference. Yeah, all the deer and all the rabbits are happy now that the mammoth is gone. Oh, that wolf is gonna get that rabbit though, maybe. Wolf looks injured. Boom. And how do we do there? Eh, pretty good, pretty good. It's a little further back than the other one. Not by much, not by much. Still not sure how I want to do the entrance to this. You know, I might build like a little sub area over there with all the insulated wood tiles we had made originally and have the materials to make. And then maybe you'll elevator into the tower, like horizontal elevator. That could be cool. I know that I'm going to need... drying racks. Yeah, we're going to have to make more drying racks. I'm going to start moving those over there. So then what we'll do is we'll make some new drying racks, and we'll just get them going, and we'll leave the other ones running in tandem until it's time to start to move everything. What you got? Oh, come on. No. There you go. Not nearly as big of a deal as you used to be. Once upon a time, those wolves were very heinous. Alright, bring it! There you go. Have a nice day. Yeah, and I think they've made it to where you don't get resin out of the stumps anymore. I could be wrong, but I've tried a few of them while I was grinding, and I didn't get resin out of any of them. I think it has to be a growing tree. Which, if you think about it, it kind of makes sense. Oh, I didn't empty my inventory first. That's okay, that's okay. Because we're going to need storage. And lots of it. For all this dried wood and leather. That's going to be a thing. So let's grab some of these iron reinforcements and shaped wood, and we'll start making some storage. Hatch frame. Oh, that's for ladders. Yes, we're going to do that. There we go. Large chest. Craft one. We'll get some more shaped wood. Or we'll make some more shaped wood. Oh, we have another chest here. Large chest. Put that there. It's funny, I keep hearing those bees, and when I saw the mammoth for a second, I thought to myself, are there flies buzzing on that mammoth? Because I was like, because it sounds like that mammoth is attracting flies. I'm like, there are not going to be flies in this weather. It's too cold. This is going to look neat. Because the star points aren't going to go all the way up. You'll see. The tower itself is going to be rather tall. Shaped wood. I think we can make another storage chest. Yeah, let's do that. And then we'll take all of this out. Hopefully we can hold it. No, we can't. So we'll drop in the stone. There we go. Alright, so all of our building materials now are going to be down here in this area. So let's just start making some storage here. We'll put One here. Right? Yep, that's off the wall. And one here. Yep, and then we'll do one here. Not bad. Alright, so we'll throw all our black ice in this one. And we'll do iron reinforcements in this one. Just for now. We can always sort it out later. Drying racks are the next thing we need. So I was going to make drying racks first, and I realized we need storage is what we need. All right. Now, if I recall, a drying rack is just wood and shaped wood. Yes. Oh, we can already make one. All right, let's get some more shaped wood. We'll make some more. So as you can see, the progress will come relatively quickly. Given that resin is not holding us back anymore, I'm just going to have to spend time off camera at this point grinding iron to get this to keep the steel up, because that is actually a little bit of a jaunt. There's a lot of iron in this area, but it's a little bit of a travel. We might do some of that here in a little bit. We'll see. So the drying racks, I think we can do the drying racks like 1, and then, all right, and then 2, maybe? Like that. And 3. And then we could probably put the storage chests in between them here and there. We'll just have little work cubbies. Alright, and we'll just put bark in you and bark in you for now. Next is going to need 1 carpenter's bench and 1 blacksmith's table, and then we'll have 1 point unused for now. And that'll at least help us keep all of our stuff being, all of our construction materials being made, and then we'll just make sure we have a bunch of storage over here, and we'll slowly start migrating all the important stuff right over here. That way, once we start walling it in, we actually have a defendable position. Now, fireball cauldrons. We're going to need fireball cauldrons. Probably do those on the 2nd floor, though, I'm thinking. Yeah, see, we've used up our iron now. Oh, no, we have steel reinforcements ready to go. Well, hold the phone, then. Oh, because they've been made while we were... Yeah, see? It's not so bad. So now we just need the shaped wood, which we have on us, and some resin, which I think we put whatever we had over here with, and the black ice as well. Let's take a peek. Couple of chunks of black ice, and nope, no resin there. Alright, well, we can start making some walls. Haha, 24! Windows. Do I want windows? I said we were going to get walls up this episode. Darn it. I'm so... Okay. Windows. I don't really think I want windows on this floor. But you know what? If we decide we want windows, then I will tear some down and we'll fix it. I'm almost positive we don't need this. So this ends up being resources that we can get back. There we go. Alright. Walls. Now. This. That. There. There. Yes. Very nice. Look at that. We need to be on the other side of the chest, and hopefully it snaps where I want it to. Oh, thank goodness. I was so worried the furnace was going to mess me up. I should have done the walls first. I took a chance, and it just so happened to pay off this time. Thank goodness. Look at that, and there, and no. No, it's overlapping. Son of a gun. Fair like that, and yeah. Nope. Okay, so one of them paid off, and the other one did not. While overlapping another object. What's overlapping here? I can't see. And there's my torch. From what I can tell, it should be able to... Maybe when I log out and log back in. What broke? What the heck? What the heck? Oh my goodness. That hurts the heart a little bit. Somehow... What? What? I'm speechless. I have no explanation for what just happened. Okay, so we're gonna need 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 more. 7 more wedge foundations to go. I think the lesson is learned. We need to get the walls up before we start putting everything else in. But there we go. We're starting to get some walls. We're not going to make any more, though. Instead, we're going to go for, well, 5 is the most we can make until we get more resin. Which I'm going to work on that off camera while I also ferry a bunch of iron back to make more steel, to make more building parts. We don't quite have our building construction area here hammered out yet, but we are significantly closer than we were. So let's see, what do we have here? These are iron reinforcements. We'll put steel in there as well. Black ice will remain its own thing. And then over here in this one will be resin. No, resin needs to go over by the drying racks, obviously. And then we're just going to have a big pit where we... Oh, I know what we'll do with all the dried wood. We'll make a bunch of, like, bonfires, and we'll just keep them burning constantly with tons of dried wood. Okay, that'll look neat. That being said, that's where we're going to wrap up the episode. That bothers me. I'll get that taken care of, though, and I'm going to get a lot more resources ground up. And then bring everybody back for the next episode. But this has been Conan Exiles episode 97. Thank you so much for joining me. I hope you've had a good time watching, because as always, I've had a good time playing. So please come back next time as we continue the construction of our little lookout tower here. But until next time, take care.